Just before we begin, a little something for the grown-ups. We've launched the Zeepy Sleep Club, a cozy new place to enjoy all our episodes ad-free, with no intros, just gentle stories from start to finish, and extra long endings that fade into dreamy, ambient sleep sounds to help your little one nod off to sleep. You'll also get extra dreamy sleep soundscapes and wind-down music, perfect for helping little ones prepare for bed and drift off peacefully. And for a limited time, it's just £3 or $3 a month. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, you can subscribe directly in the app with a 3-day free trial. If you're listening anywhere else, you'll find the link in the show notes. Alright, let's begin. Hello dear friends, and welcome to the Zeepy Sleep Podcast. Tonight's story is called The Night the Worry Moths Came to Tea. This story is made to be played while winding down, that quiet time before bed when the day slows down and the world grows gentle again. When your Zeepy clock grows purple, it's a sign that it's time to begin letting the day go. In this soft adventure, Kip the Kitty is setting out tea in her cozy cafe when something unexpected arrives. Tiny moths with trembling wings, each one carrying a small worry. Kip listens with kindness, shares a worry of her own, and discovers that when worries are welcomed instead of feared, they can transform into something beautiful. Gentle fireflies glowing in the peaceful dark. This story helps children learn that worries can be shared and made lighter, that feeling small or uncertain is something everyone experiences, and that nighttime is a kind, safe space where rest and warmth are always waiting. Before we begin, a gentle note for the grown-ups listening. If these stories are part of your bedtime routine, you can follow or subscribe to the podcast so they're always ready when night falls. And if you feel like it, a quiet rating or review helps us share these gentle stories with more families. Thank you for being here. Twilight was setting over the Moonbeam Cat Café, purple and grey, like a soft bedtime blanket spread across the sky. The world outside had turned sleepy and gentle, and the first evening stars were beginning to appear. Inside, the cafe glowed with lamplight that flickered softly across wooden tables and cozy cushions, making everything feel warm and close. Kip the Kitty stood at her favourite table by the window, setting out teacups in a careful circle. Her sprinkle-speckled fur caught the lamplight as she worked, and her green eyes sparkled with quiet happiness. She had chosen the smallest cups tonight, the ones painted with tiny stars, and filled each one with chamomile tea that smelled like sunshine and peaceful meadows. Everything was ready. The cafe hummed with gentle conversation, and Kip was just about to pour herself a cup when Kip's ears twitched. She paused, a teacup still in her paw, and listened. There it was again, a gentle sound, soft as a whisper, but steady as breathing. It was coming from the window. She set down her teacup carefully and stepped closer to the glass. Her breath made a small cloud of fog on the cool surface, and through it she saw something that made her eyes grow wide with wonder. Moths. So many moths. Their wings shining like moonlight on water, tapping softly against the glass as if asking a question. They weren't bumping or crashing. They were asking. Kip could feel it somehow. The way you can feel when someone needs help, even without words. Behind her, the other cafe visitors whispered nervously. A hedgehog couple pulled their scarves a little closer. A sleepy badger blinked with worry. But Kip didn't step back. Instead, she leaned toward the window, her nose almost touching the cool glass, and looked carefully at the moths. She said softly, more to herself than anyone else.
They're not trying to get in. They're asking if it's safe to rest.
And that's when Kip made her choice. While the others watched with held breath, she walked to the cafe door, the one painted midnight blue with a handle shaped like a crescent moon, and opened it just a little, not wide, but enough to welcome what needed welcoming.
Would you like to come in for tea?
She asked, her voice as soft as the evening itself. For a moment, nothing happened. The moths hovered near the door, their wings trembling a little as if they weren't quite sure where they belonged. Then, one by one, they drifted inside. Their wings caught the warm lamplight, and suddenly they weren't just silver anymore. They were pale and shiny, like bubbles, and soft pink and purple, all the gentle colours that live between day and night. They circled slowly, still not quite sure, until Kip returned to her table and pointed to the tiny teacup she'd prepared.
There's chamomile,
she said,
and you can rest here as long as you'd like.
The moths landed, some on the table's edge, some on the back of the chairs, one small one right beside Kip's paw. She could feel that they seemed a little shaky, even sitting still. Their wings still trembled slightly, but Kip didn't fuss or worry. She simply poured the tea, watching the steam curl upward like soft whispers, and waited. Because Kip understood something important. Sometimes the kindest thing you can do is make room for someone else's worry. As the moths sipped their tea, and Kip had no idea how moths drank tea, but they seemed to manage, something special began to happen. She started to hear them. Not with her ears exactly, but with her heart. Each moth carried a small worry that fluttered inside like a caught wing.
What if tomorrow it's too loud?
Whispered one. The smallest moth, the one with wings like smoke and starlight, said quietly,
What if I'm not brave enough?
Kip listened to each worry, her head tilted gently, her tail curled around her paws. She didn't try to fix them or chase them away. She didn't say,
Don't worry,
or
you'll be fine.
Because she knew that sometimes worries just need to be heard before they can become lighter. Instead, she shared her own.
Sometimes,
Kip said quietly, wrapping her paws around her teacup.
I wonder if I'm brave enough too. Especially when everything feels very big and I feel very small.
She looked at the moths with understanding.
And that's okay. We all feel small sometimes, and that's when we help each other.
The moth's wings stilled a little. Around the cafe, everyone began to relax, the way warmth spreads when you wrap yourself in a favourite blanket. The nervous energy in the air softened into something gentler. Kip could feel it. The way sharing a worry was like setting down something heavy he'd been carrying for too long. The moth's wings were moving more slowly now, no longer shaky but almost like breathing, in and out, rise and fall, the rhythm of something finding peace.
Worries grow smaller,
Kip said softly.
when they're carried by more than one heart.
And then something magical happened. The moths began to change. Where their wings had trembled with silver worry, they now started to glow. First faintly, like the very first hint of sunrise, then with a honey gold warmth that spread through every corner of the cafe. The shaky flutter became a slow, gentle pulse that felt like a peaceful heartbeat. One by one, the worry moths became fireflies. Their light was steady and calm. They didn't fly away or rush around. They simply glowed, soft and still, floating just above the table like tiny stars that had wandered indoors. The hedgehog couple smiled. The badger sighed with relief, his shoulders relaxing for the first time all evening. Even the cafe's old grandfather clock seemed to tick more softly, as if it too had been holding its breath and could finally let go. Kip watched with wonder, her green eyes reflecting all that golden light. Where worry had been, there was only warmth. Where trembling had been, there was only gentle stillness. The fireflies didn't need to go anywhere. They were home now.
Thank you,
whispered the smallest firefly, the one who had spoken before.
Thank you for making our worries feel safe.
As the evening deepened into true night, the fireflies settled onto the windowsills and wooden beams of the Moonbeam Cat Café, their light creating stars indoors. Outside, the purple and grey dusk had faded into the deep blue of the night, and the real stars were shining now, quiet and patient, as stars always are. Kip curled up in her favourite cushion by the window, a warm teacup held gently between her paws. Around her, the cafe hummed with the most comfortable kind of quiet. Creatures breathing slowly, the soft crackle of the fireplace, the gentle glow of friendly light. You are safe. You are loved. She looked at the fireflies, and they blinked back at her, steady as stars. Their light pulsed in a rhythm that matched her breathing, and she realized something wonderful. They were all breathing together. The moths that had been worried, the cats and hedgehogs and badgers who had been nervous, Kip herself with her own small wondering fears, they were all breathing the same gentle breath. The cafe took one soft breath together. Good night, worries. Good night, friends. Kip closed her eyes and whispered to the fireflies, to the night, to anyone who might be listening.
Thank you for visiting.
The fireflies pulsed once, twice, a golden reply that needed no words. Everything felt safe. Everything felt soft. The night was ready to hold everyone gently, the way the sky holds stars, with as much kindness as you need. Because this is what Kip had learned, and what the worry moths had learned, and what everyone in the Moonbeam Cat Café now knew in their hearts. Worries are just small creatures looking for somewhere warm to rest. When you welcome them with kindness instead of fear, when you share them instead of hiding them, they change into something beautiful. They become light. When the sun rests, we can rest too. Your worries, small as moths, bright as fireflies, have somewhere warm to go. Right here in this gentle place where the night is kind and the tea is always warm, and there is always room for one more light.